Larry!
There he is. Hello, sir.
Good morning.
How you doing there? You all right?
We're a little devo, Larry, that you've actually been kicked out the jungle, mate. What happened?
Well, there you go. It's marvellous over here, inside or out the jungle. You don't have to worry about it. The food's a little better here, but the company's worse.
Is that your Geordie accent again, Larry, you're trying?
Why, yay! I'm trying them all.
So, look, we were absolutely shocked to find that you went out. We all thought you were going to win, Larry.
So did I. No. I realised about 5 days ago that my days were numbered, and every day Wayne and I, as we were sitting down around the campfire, we would say, you know, well, it's me today, and I'd say, no, it's not you today, it's me today. And we said that this morning, and I was right and he was wrong, so there you go. It's funny, once people start going, you realise, you know, your time is running out. Sooner or later, you're going to get the magic heave-ho, and today it came. And there's a little shock to it, but the minute you hit that bridge and you start running across, you think, oh my God, I'm out of there. So, and I didn't have to say, get me out of here. I'm gone.
You are
I'm so thrilled now.
You'll be sorely missed in the jungle, Larry. I mean, I'd imagine that you'd had all sorts of ideas of how tricky it was going to be or what the tough parts were going to be. Was it as hard as you thought it was, or was it a bit easier? Because I know the one thing this year, which I think has been different to a lot of years, is you've had a lot of food compared to previous years.
Yeah, well, that's what you see. The thing is that the way it was explained to me, that the reason we've had a lot of food is because a lot of people were pulling together instead of pulling against each other, because everybody there, well, they were all in it to help each other, and so we very rarely went without food. I mean, to me, it was always going to be about the people. It was always going to be, who am I in there with? It's like going on an acting job. You can be going on the best acting job in the world, but you never know who you're going to be working with. Well, it won't be the best job in the world unless you're with the right people.
Well, you made great pals in there. The lads particularly bonded this year, didn't they, Larry? A few tears when Jordan bowed out from your good self.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it was a... You know, once you've been a father to a teenage boy, then a boy in his 20s, a boy in his 30s, you know, you're kind of connected to them. You're a dad. You're the subject of all their mockery and their Mickey taking, and then, you know, you can jump on top of them and tickle them, and they become boys again. So it was lovely. It was just lovely, the whole thing. There was
an element of friction as well, though, and often in I'm a Celeb in the past, it's the friction that creates all sorts of stories back here. Of friction between you and Martin. What was the story there?
Well, look, you know, it wasn't. I mean, all the friction, as it were, that's listed between Martin and I was all on the camera there. I mean, you know, he sort of said to me, have I upset you? And I said, well, it's not, you haven't upset me. The point is, I just, you know, the way that you were going about things was just, like, not quite the way we've been doing it here. And then, you know, I said to him, look, you know, when we came back from doing that little test the other afternoon with the fisherman, you just sort of wandered in and took everything over and left me sitting there like a lemon. And so, you know, he said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. So there was nothing unsettled.
No.
And, you know, it's like, I'm sure Martin and I would have a wonderful working relationship with each other. I'm sure neither of us would choose to go home and live with each other.
Well,
now that feels...
So, look, now that you're gone, a lot of people will be wondering who's going to take the crown. Who would you tip to be the king or queen of the jungle?
Not who you want to win, because I know that you wouldn't tell the boys, but who do you think might win?
No, I really, it's so wide open now. It's so wide open. I'm just astonished to see, and I can't wait to see what's gone on now I've gone, just to see what way it's going to go. This now is not the point in time for me to make a judgment like that, because the thing is open. It's open wide now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I take it you're enjoying the lap of luxury there, because that is some special hotel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. You know, I've phoned Claire and the girls. I've phoned George. Marie's here. It's as I say. Once I hit that bridge and started walking to the other side, I thought, okay, I'm going back to life now. But with this extraordinary experience under my belt, these amazing people that I've lived with in a truly magical place, I have to say. Sleeping under the stars at a temperature where you always feel comfortable. I mean, you couldn't want for more. And I love cooking on a fire. I love chopping wood.
Larry, you've sold it to us, mate. I'm going to do it. Can we do it next year?
I have to say, Larry, you've made it sound really romantic. You're forgetting all the bits where you have to eat the various parts of animals and nearly get drowned by snakes and water and stuff.
Right, well, yeah, but, you know, there's always a price you have to pay, you know. And now and again you get lucky and you get a possum to eat.
Well, look, we've loved watching you, Larry. Thank you very much for joining us.
If anybody ever asks you if you want to eat a possum, just run a mile.
Very wise words, I'm sure. Enjoy the rest of the time at the hotel and the rest of I'm a Celeb. We'll look forward to seeing who's going to win on Sunday. Thank you for joining us.